Hi, my name is Ryan Parrett, and during scary times like these, the COVID-19 pandemic, I feel there is no more important topic to discuss other than how to keep you and your family safe. Plus, one's forecasting the novel coronavirus COVID-19 states that we as a society have just simply not been doing enough to stop the spread of corona. I'm here to inform you on steps that we can all take to help to help stop the spread of corona. All right, so first we have is doing the everyday things. According to the convalescent sera option for containing COVID 19, antibody treatments like these, the ones I'm going to be explaining to you during the speech, have been around ever since 1890. Now, what are antibody treatments? Antibody treatments are treatments that aren't medicine and are ways to prevent you from getting the virus rather than what to do when you do get the virus. Okay, so the first thing we have is wash your hands frequently. This is the simplest thing that we can do, is the thing we should have been doing all along. If you're going out and touching objects, you want to make sure you wash your hands right after, because you don't know what can be on them. And we don't know if we have the virus because there's about a 2-week period that we don't show symptoms. We need to be washing our hands, that hopefully we are not spreading it to other people or putting it on other objects. Next we have is don't touch your face. For any virus this matter, the easiest way it can get in your body is through your face, through your mouth, through your nose, through your eyes. So we need to make sure that we're not touching our face, because that is just an even easier way that the coronavirus can get into our bodies. Alright, and lastly we have cough into your elbows. If you have contracted the virus, we want to make sure we're coughing into our elbows, because we don't want to be coughing onto objects or, as I said again, other people, because that'll spread it even worse. If we cough into our elbows, we're keeping it to ourselves. That's just one less person. All right, next we have is social distancing. Now, as said in Straining the System novel, Coronavirus and Preparedness for Disaster, an outbreak anywhere is a threat to the U.S. Health security. Now, what does this mean? If there's a pandemic anywhere, that means we need to take it seriously and that we are keeping us safe. Alright, so keep a safe distance. What's a safe distance? 6 feet. Everyone says 6 feet on the news, 6 feet, 6 feet. We've shown that and people said it because that's a good distance that you probably won't be able to catch anything if they have it. Avoid public places. Public places include the ones that are still open, like grocery stores and restaurants. If you can, go to these as least as possible. Grocery stores, we have to go, of course, like probably every week or every 2 weeks. When you do that, stock up on food. Hopefully you won't have to go out as much. When you do go out, wear gloves and wear a mask, and make sure you're not lingering around people, keeping that social distancing. And lastly, we have stay quarantined, and hopefully you can work from home. The fewer places we go to is the fewer people and chances we get of getting corona. All right, so next we have is is being extra clean. Now this might sound broad, but what I mean by this is doing the extra steps that we might not have thought about before corona. So what I mean is cleaning often touched surfaces, for example, doorknobs, light switches, or cabinet handles. Because if someone in your household has gotten corona or is carrying it, we want to make sure that we're going to spread this to at least the amount of people in that house as possible. Best way of doing this is cleaning those often touched surfaces. Alright, now what do you clean them with? Use any wipes, Germ-X, soaps, sprays, anything you can get off Amazon or at the store will do. Just make sure you're cleaning them often. Alright, so next we have, here we go, caring for someone who's sick. Now what do you do if someone in your household has got corona and we know they have COVID-19 for sure? Well, avoid any unnecessary contact with this person as possible. Don't just go and try to hang out with them because you've been missing them. That's just not smart. We need to make as less contact with that person as possible. Have them stay in as few rooms as possible. What I would do is make them stay in a bedroom and a bathroom. Have them be the only people in those two rooms and bring them their food or whatever else they need if they need it. Lastly, if you do have to, or not lastly, but if you have to mess with the person, wear a medical mask and have them wear medical masks, because not only is that going to help the spread of COVID, it's going to be a physical reminder on your face of saying, hey, I need to take this seriously, take extra caution. And then lastly, when they do finally, hopefully, beat Corona, we need to clean that room. We need to wash any sheets, any pillowcases, any clothes they've worn, anything that the diseased person might have touched, we need to clean that. All right, so in conclusion, remember that we're all in this together. And working together to contain and manage COVID-19 by Andreas Lupicus, they remind us that together is how we're going to flatten the curve of the spread of Corona. And also keep interacting with each other. During this time, mental health is a very serious thing. We don't want people getting depressed and suicide rates going up, so make sure we're still interacting with people. We're lucky that this hit us in the day of age of social media, because it's easier to interact with each other as it ever was before. Now, to recap, do the everyday things, social distance, be extra cautious and clean, and make sure to care for the sick individuals. Thank you.